In this short video, we'll explore adding panel stamp information, assembly marks, and an assembly diagram to panels using MPanel Pro. So we've started with a simple hex umbrella. We've then created the panels, and we can see the panels go from panel number 1 to number 18. We've then used the panel arrange tool to spread the panels out radially just to give us a bit more room. The next step, we've added a hem allowance at the bottom and seam allowances for the edges and the top, just to follow the normal production process. And it's at this stage that we start adding stamp details to the panels. So I'll make a copy of the panels here, and the first step in the process to add the panel stamp. This is where we add the panel number to the panel itself, and generally this gets added to the bottom edge of the panel. And the first thing we can do here is type in any random text. So normally this might be, the default might be P for panel. Here you can see I've typed in info. We'll use the word sample followed by a star. Click apply, and then select all of these panels. I'll make a copy and select all of the panels at the same time, and then run the panel stamp tool. Delete old, and we can see there are the stamp at the base of each of the panels. We can see the sample and the panel number. The panel number matches the temporary number that's assigned to each panel, which also matches the panel ID internal to MPanel. Now we specifically specified that we wanted the number in the seams. We did not include a warp line, so we could, for example, add a warp line. Let's apply this, and to our second copy here, let's run the tool again. Delete old, and this time we can see there's actually a warp line on the center line of the panel indicating the direction of the fabric. Okay, we'll make another copy, and this time we're going to run the tool to make an assembly diagram. We'll apply, run the tool, left click on the stamp. Now we can see lines have been drawn between each of the panels. This is telling the program which panels join which. In some cases your drawing may not include one of these lines for every panel. If the panels are not contiguous like this, it's quite possible that one of these lines could be missing. And we can overcome that by simply drawing a line at any convenient location. Simply add a line between two panels, and the next step in the process will pick that up as a connection. So we can see all of these panels have lines drawn between them. If I select the lines, you can see they're all highlighted together, so they're grouped as one. So we'll make a copy of this, and the next step in the process is to add assembly marks, and we're going to specify the text height at about half the seam width. Click apply and run the stamping tool again. Delete old. We can see the lines between the panels have been removed, and we now have text added to the edge of every panel. Here we can see a match mark, panel 10 to 11, and the adjacent panel, match mark 10 to 11. Thank you for watching. For more information, please contact support@mpanel.com.